The cultural characteristics of this novel I find fascinating. So, this is written about 60 years ago now, so roughly two generations ago. But to a large extent, I feel like the cultural consciousness in the United States, and I think to some degree in Europe, is to sort of think of the entire post World War II era as being relatively homogenous. But for me, looking back at this time, there are a few things that strike me very strongly about the society and times in which Bond is living in this book. The fact that Bond doesn't celebrate Christmas, in fact, he and basically all of the men he works with kind of look down on Christmas or in the celebration of Christmas as a tradition. These are all men who lived through World War II, where they were fighting to save the societies they lived in, and yet they show this sort of cavalier disregard for certain characteristics of the very society that they fought to save.
Hmm.
And I don't know how much that's a lack of self-reflection, how intentional it is, but that struck me as a point. Another was the fact that there are references to and you see evidence of enormous manufacturing power and expertise in Europe,
Hmm.
which is kind of wild because in most regards that doesn't exist anymore. In Scandinavia, to some extent, there's still a lot of very large scale manufacturing. In Germany there's some, but Europe doesn't make stuff anymore. And in this movie, it's a very dynamic Europe.